What is going on, guys? It's Chris, and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite map in Cold War Zombies. The gameplay might give it away, but it's absolutely Mauer der Toten. Mauer der Toten is exactly what we needed in Cold War Zombies. It's definitely the best map that we have on Cold War, and I just hope that the momentum can continue and we get something even better with the last DLC. Let's start off with the map design. The verticality and the flow of the map are amazing. I really enjoy the fact that you spawn on the second story of a building, and there's 4 buildings that you can get onto, and then obviously you can drop down to the lower part of these buildings and then reach the streets, and then there's an underground area. It never feels like you're too far away from anywhere on the map. Like, I could be all the way down by the train and I have to go to spawn, and that doesn't feel like too much of a drag. There's plenty of gateways and ladders and whatever just to get from one area to the next. The atmosphere is amazing. It's by far the best atmosphere of any map that we have in Cold War Zombies. I feel like the other Cold War Zombies maps kind of felt like you were like in a war scenario, and it felt very gritty in a way, but Mauer der Toten is not that. It has like a classic zombies map sort of feel to it. Like, it almost feels like Black Ops 3 as far as the atmosphere goes. It's a dark, eerie, spooky map that's also really bright and colorful and fun and playful. And I'm not exactly too sure how Treyarch manages to capture both of those things, but they do it. They did it in Black Ops 3 over and over again, and they did it here on Mauer der Toten. The round switching music is actually really great, and I enjoy it a lot. It's almost as good as Shadows of Evil round music, and that's saying a lot for me. One of the best parts about this map is the wonder weapon. The Cerberus is like a fun little pistol that you have to hit your shot, so it's a little bit skill oriented. But it's so fun to use that I just want to like grind to round 100 just day after day using the Cerberus. It's definitely far from like the old wonder weapons of like the Apothecon or the Thunder Gun, where you can just sit in a corner and just hit like round 50, round 60 plus, just pressing shoot like once every 10 seconds. I love that they can bring skill to zombies in a sense by doing that. I just love the wonder weapon in this map. There is just a ton of boss zombies between the Tormentors and the Disciples, and then the Krasny Soldat and the Mangler. It feels like you're constantly fighting something that's not a zombie. And I get that that can be a little annoying or tedious, but it honestly is like a must to add balance to the map. Let's face it, the Cold War system is really easy compared to the older games, with your field upgrade, and then, like I said, the wonder weapon that one-shots all the way up, and the different things you can buy with your salvage, and the fact that you have armor and perks. There's just a lot to like keep you alive. And I think the boss zombies in this map are extremely well balanced, in the sense that you kind of have to stay on your toes. And the Cerberus actually just completely destroys all of the boss zombies. It's the balance is a little bit weird in the sense that you can't really kill them with your regular guns after a certain round, or it becomes very hard to, at least. But your wonder weapon will just absolutely destroy them in like 3 or 4 shots all the way to like round 100. Yeah, and all in all, it's just an extremely fun gun to use. The one downside is all the little upgrades you can pick to it, or I should say quote unquote upgrades, they all feel worse than the base pistol. I'm not entirely too sure why they decided to make the upgrades worse than the base, but a lot of them are fun to use, so I'll still just pick them up just because it's fun to kill zombies with the different types of the wonder weapon. But I really do wish they were balanced a little differently. Like, they should be better, or at least as good as the base gun, in my opinion. The Easter egg on Mauer der Toten is very fun and extremely replayable. I probably did the Easter egg like 10 plus times since the map came out. I don't know, maybe I'm weird or different, but I can't get enough of doing it. All of the steps are just like really cool. Like, Klaus is such a huge, like, he's the star of Mauer der Toten. Taking him around and like opening up secret places and having him stop a literal train in front of you, like, that's such a unbelievable cool step that I feel like I just need to keep like replaying and replaying. The whole canister step is cool. The fact that you have to like throw the trap thing to kill the Tempest zombies is really cool. And then the other step where you summon in like all the boss zombies and then carry the like radiation thing up to the zip lines. Those are just really cool, replayable, fun steps. Everything up until the boss fight is just fun and replayable. The boss fight itself is fun too. It's a nice 5-stage boss fight that isn't necessarily easy, and there's no parts of it where you're not on your toes. And in the end, you get to escort Klaus and the Easter egg is over. And I just find all of that to be really fun, and I can't get enough of doing it. As far as high rounds on this map, high rounds are fun too. Like I said earlier, doing high rounds on like older zombies was a little boring because you would just sit in a corner and, you know, use your wonder weapon, or you would train on like a giant stage like Keynote or Toten or something. On Cold War, the high round strat that I think is still the best high round strat is to sit in the power room with your Cerberus, and you basically like you have to aim the entire time. So like I play on PC, and just trying to go high rounds will like literally like hurt my wrists just aiming with my mouse for like hours and hours, but it's honestly so fun and it's still worth doing for me. I sound like I'm complaining, but I'm not. I really do enjoy it. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about Mauer der Toten. In my opinion, it's by far, like, it doesn't even come close, the best map on Cold War Zombies. I think before Mauer, there wasn't a map. Like, I think D Machine is like pretty average, like maybe like 5 out of 10. And I really don't like Firebase. So Mauer der Toten was exactly what at least I needed to bring back my love for zombies. But yeah, I honestly can't wait for the next map in Cold War, and I'm really looking forward to it. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you can go follow my Twitch, I stream zombies every night. The link is in the description. And if you could drop a like on this video, I would really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.